Hey people, Mr. Gwill here. Hope you are good. So today in this tutorial I'll be teaching you about my letter system that I've been using with the 5th and 6th graders I've been teaching for the past years. Still on the learningmusic.ableton.com website. What is a letter? A letter are all the permutations that are available and possible within one beat, using 16th and 8th notes. So I've got the letters A through P, so 16 possible permutations. Let's start with letter A. This is letter A, so letter A would be this, one beat, so this is still one beat. First 16 notes and then 3 16th note rest, or a dotted 8 note rest. Now, what we need to understand is that there are letters that are different when we use like a pattern that's rhythmical within like a drum machine or stuff like that. We don't stretch the notes like I'm doing here, because there's no point in doing this. These are sounds that are not definite. But when you're using a system, creating a melody, basically something that's melodic, it's important to be able to stretch these notes. So basically this is the letter A, but melodically speaking that will be the letter A. All right, so whenever there's, you'll see in my system, whenever there's a black dot followed by white dots, the white dots can be added to the black dot in order to stretch the note. So this is letter A. All right, letter B, which would be a 16 note rest with the 16 on the second 16 note of the beat, and then 2 16 note rests. Basically it's a 16 note rest but with an 8 note. All right, so from then on I'll be stretching these notes. I think you understand the subtleties of that. Letter C, I've got the 8 note rest with the 8 note, and then letter D, I've got the dotted 8 note rest with the 16 note. All right, now letter E would be the 16 note followed by the dotted 8 note, like this, so it sounds like that. Letter F would be the 16 note rest followed by a 16 note and an 8 note, so it's tapa. All right, letter G would be the 8 note rest followed by 2 16 notes. Letter H will be the dotted 8 note followed by the 16th, so pum pam. All right, letter I, this is the letter I, but I'll be stretching it to make it 2 8 notes, like that. Letter J, the opposite, so I'm moving from a 6 to a 16 note further, like so. So basically it makes it a 16 note rest, an 8 note followed by a 16 note. Letter K will be this. Or actually like that. Letter L, 16 note rest followed by 3 16 notes. Letter M would be like this. I'll be stretching this. First 16 note to make it an 8 note followed by 2 16 notes. All right, then I've got letter N, which would be like this. So a 16 note followed by an 8th note followed by a 16 note. Letter O will be all 4. And then finally we have letter P, which is this, silence. So we'll be using this system to create melodies, to create beats, and for the kids to be able to manipulate different rhythms in an easier fashion. Thank you.